Good afternoon. Mike Mellinger here, and today I'm going to talk about entrepreneurial liberation through delegation or elimination, right? And I think the very basic thing that you should figure out as an entrepreneur is how much is your time worth, right? And so I've got two little examples here for people. One is we start out with $500,000. That's generally the minimum level of income that we work with at a CPA firm. But if you make $500,000 a year and you work 2,000 hours a year, which would be 40 hours a year, which would actually be a lot. So if you work less, I'm understating the value of your time, but your time is worth $250 an hour. Now, what I always try to tell entrepreneurs is, hey, the goal is you should get your business working itself, and you should actually work 1,200 hours a year, right? And that would be $417 an hour, right? Now, but the truth is, if you actually start doing this and start delegating and eliminating activities, here's one thing that will happen. Your income will double, right? So if your income doubled and you stayed the number of hours, right, your time's worth $834 an hour. So what does that give you? It gives you a lot of freedom in realizing what your time is worth and some of the things you should be eliminating, like working on your yard, right? Like maybe even driving yourself to the airport, maybe even running errands, shopping, different things like that. What are some things that you could do to eliminate that actually, because your time is worth this much money? Now, a lot of you, this is to a wider audience, you might be starting out in business, you might be new, or you might be in one of those areas where you're stuck, right? And we're going to do one on a ceiling of complexity, breaking through the ceiling of complexity from Dan Sullivan. But with that said, hey, let's say you're only making $125,000, 62.5, right? If you reduce your hours, 104.16. If you double your income, 208. And what I always encourage people to do is use the future income. You've got to have a positive vision about yourself on what can I delegate and how much. So you should, if you're over here, you should be using my time's worth $834 an hour. What can I do? Could I afford, should I actually hire a full-time executive assistant? Yes, if the full-time executive assistant saves you 4 hours a week, okay, if you do the math, 16, 17, if over here, $404. Even here, if you have, I have a full-time executive assistant, and I guarantee you she saves me 15 to 20 hours a week, right? And so the math pays for itself. Thank you guys, have a great day.